rethink the commandment of love. Jesus' disciples asked him, "Teacher, what is the most important commandment in the law?" Jesus answered, "Love the Lord your God, with all your heart, soul, and mind. This is the first, and most important commandment. The second most important commandment is like this one. And it is, love others, as much as you love yourself." All the law of Moses, and the books of the prophets, are based on these two commandments. Matthew chapter 22, verses 36 to 40. Before Jesus left the earth, he told his disciples, "A new commandment I give you, that you love one another, as I have loved you, that you also love one another." John 13:34. The entire new covenant is based on God's love for us, and our love for one another. The reason the primary New Testament command is to love each other is because human beings are eternal, and it is only the loving things we do for each other that will last beyond the end of time. Anything and everything else we do will be burnt up at the judgment seat of Christ. 2 Corinthians 5:10. Only those things we do out of godly love for other people will last forever and make up our treasure in heaven. Human beings are containers for God's love, and it is only the love we pour into each other that will form the treasure we deposit into eternity. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 12 to 15. At the Bema, or judgment seat of Christ, every word, thought, and deed, as a Christian, will be tried by fire. Everything will be destroyed by the fire, except what we did, in obedience to the Holy Spirit, and with the right attitude. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 12 to 15. The fire will purify everything it doesn't destroy, and for these we will be rewarded with treasure, and more authority in God's kingdom. This is why when we look at each other, we ought to see Christ, and treat each other exactly as we would treat him. Matthew 25:40. And the king will say, "I tell you the truth, when you did it to one of the least of these my brothers and sisters, you were doing it to me."